everybody. So I just wanted to talk about one of the hardest things about being a vegan slash plant-based YouTuber is. One of those things for me is watching other vegan YouTubers and the amount of consuming they do. As someone who is trying really hard to reverse the impacts that we as human beings are having on this planet, it is really hard when you see people who are also preaching the message of saving the environment are constantly consuming and constantly buying things from big corporations such as KMART, Big W, Target and Cotton On, for example. I mean, I could list 100 of them, but they are a few that come straight into my head when I think of big companies that are slowly destroying the planet. So a lot of the vegan YouTubers that I love, I also really hate because the fact that they are constantly posting Kmart haul videos or Target haul videos, or they're posting about these new clothes that they brought at Cotton On. I get that those videos tend to get quite a lot of views, which makes it really hard as someone like me who does not want to take part in that at all, because I could actually get a good following, but I can't because I do not want to be part of that consumerism and that entire thing about consuming. Ethical clothing and the mistreatment that the people who make those clothes is a vegan issue.
Garment factory collapsed, killing more than 1,000.
Clashes between clothes factory workers and riot police in Cambodia.
Last November, 112 people were killed in another major factory fire. 30,000 Chinese workers have been on strike.
Garment workers in Bangladesh paying the price for cheap clothing.
It's an issue that we as human beings all need to care about, and if we're supporting these big companies, that is not going to happen because we are inspiring more and more people to do it and more YouTubers to do it. Whereas if you have a big following, you should be going, no, I am not going to be like every other YouTuber and try and get views with Kmart hauls. Instead, you should be spreading the message about how bad these corporations are and how these people are getting treated. So if you actually look into the issue worldwide, you'll find that there are a lot of people who work to make these clothes for countries such as Australia and America, and all of them are getting extremely underpaid, from things like 5 cents a day to $3 a day, and that is for huge hours, potentially 12 plus hours in awful conditions with no privileges like we have, like air cons or even clean water or lunch breaks. They are literally slaves all day every day just so that we can buy a cheap pair of clothes. Another thing that a lot of these vegans know is that do not know is that the fashion industry is actually the #2 world's biggest polluter. So if you think about that, you're trying to reverse the impact that we are having on the planet by not consuming animal products, but in the process you are absolutely going against everything by supporting fast fashion. #1 polluter is, of course, the oil industry. One thing I do sort of want to ask you guys, just to get your thinking happening, is the last item of clothing that you brought from Kmart, how long did it last before it started to fall apart? I actually brought 2 pairs of leggings from there and this singlet. I think I bought it maybe 6 months ago, and within the first month stitching had already started to come apart. I'm lucky that I know how to sew because I just sewed them all back up, but not a lot of people have access to those things and would just go out and buy more. So one thing I'm trying to say there is they are cheap to buy because they are poorly and cheaply made. That's why if you look online at places like the Hemp Temple or even Flora and Fauna, or even small independent stores that have clothing, they are more expensive, but that is because they are built to last, and a lot of the time are also made with more natural fibers, which are better for the environment and also your body in the long run. Another thing that a lot of people don't really know is that it takes 2,700 litres of water for one simple cotton shirt. That's enough for one person to have water for 900 days. Now, if you think about that, and worldwide, and then you also think about all the people in the world who do not have access to clean water, this just goes to show it is a huge vegan issue. The fast fashion industry is horrible, horrific, and it's destroying the planet. Full stop. I watched The War on Waste, and I'm hoping that a lot of you guys did too. If you haven't, I will put the link below where you can go and watch it for free on ABC iView. It is a totally life-changing documentary, and it really puts into perspective how much work we need to put in to fix this whole waste issue. But on there, they have a huge pile of clothing. I think it's 6,000 kilograms of clothing, and they get everyone to guess how long it takes for that whole pile to be produced in Australia. And a lot of people were sort of guessing months, years, that sort of thing. But the truth is that huge pile happens every single 10 minutes. That's a lot of clothing that does not need to be there. If we stop supporting these big corporations and start supporting smaller ones or buying secondhand, then we can help try and reverse this problem. This is one subject that I really struggle with, and it makes me so damn angry because people just don't understand it, and they also don't understand that it is a huge issue worldwide, despite the fact that maybe mainstream media might not show you that. So one of the things that I thought would be kind of funny is because at the moment I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers do monthly KMART hauls where they just go buy crap from Kmart and do a video. It gets thousands and thousands of views, heaps of comments, all this sort of thing, which is totally unnecessary and is also impacting the planet every single item that is brought. So I thought that I would try and do a little declutter challenge every single month, and I will also film that. So I'll either be decluttering, or I will be going to an op shop, but I'm only going to be going to an op shop if I genuinely am looking for something or need something. And with the decluttering, I'm first going to be trying to find a second use for that item before straight away taking it to the op shop. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to do those for because I actually have already decluttered heaps of stuff, but we're going to declutter more and it's going to be extremely cleansing for everyone. So if you want to get involved, let me know in the comments below, message me on Instagram, whatever, and maybe we can come up with some sort of hashtag, sort of challenge thing for our decluttering monthly video. It doesn't have to be decluttering heaps, it could just be a few items, or it could be decluttering, I don't know, negative thoughts in your head. Let's just try and do something to declutter instead of consuming and impacting the planet. Anyway, that is all for this huge rant video. I'm expecting quite a bit of hate from this, but hey, I'll just declutter you with the block button. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!